with the coordinate
Yes, A.
with coordinates -1 and 3, B with coordinates -3 and -1.
Yes.
Part
Question.
1A. Draw the line D. Y is equal to 2x plus 5.
Okay, before we draw the straight line, I have located the 2 points A and B in the system of axes. A has coordinates -1, 3. Of course, -1. So on the x-axis, we mark on the -1. This is the -1 on the x-axis, and it has a 3 ordinate. Of course, a 3 ordinate is on the y-axis. Where these two intersect, I get point A. So this is point A. Point B is -3, -1. So it has -3 abscissa. This is the -3 abscissa. And -1 ordinate. Where they intersect, I get B. As you read, Sarah, we have to draw line D, which has an equation y equal to x plus 5. Yes, Sarah. How should we
Yes,
draw this straight line?
we draw the table in it x and y.
So we should make a table, as we always do when drawing a straight line in a system of axes. In this table, we take two values, x and y. Yes, Sarah, what's the first value we take
Yes.
for x?
0.
So if we take
Y will be 5.
equal 0, we will replace x0 in this line. So y equal 2 into 0
5.
plus 5. 2 times 0, of course, is 0. So 0 plus 5, y will be 5. The second value we take for x,
1.
we take 1. For x equal 1, if we replace it here, 2 times 1 is 2. So 2 plus 5, y will be 7. These are the points where I should locate the straight line. We locate it on 0, 5. So 0 abscissa 5 ordinate, then it will be located on the y-axis on the 5 here. So the straight line should pass in this point. Also, if x is equal to 1, y is equal to 7, it will be located on this point. So after locating these points of the table, I bring the ruler and we join these 2 points together to get the straight line D. So now we get what we want to construct or to draw, which is straight line D. Thank you, Sarah. Let me move now to Alex. Yes, Alex.
Yes, miss.
Just wait a moment, because I'm letting some students in.
Okay.
Please read part B, Alex. Read part B.
Go by calculation that the points A and B are on D.
So we have 2 points A and B. We should show by calculation that these 2 points are on D or belong to D. Okay. How can we show, Alex, that A belongs to D? How?
Well, I'm not exactly sure how to do this question, but I'm going to try my best.
Okay,
To
Alex,
show
let me
that
ask you a question, Alex. Here we are verifying that a point belongs to a line. So here we have two things. We have a point and a line. First, the point has coordinates. A has coordinates -1, 3, right?
yes.
And straight line D has an equation y equal to x plus 5. Always, Alex, to verify that a point belongs to a line, we should replace the coordinates of the point in the line. So the x of the point should be replaced by the x in the line. The y or the ordinate should be replaced by the y of the line. After replacing, we calculate. If we get two equal sides of the equation, then the point belongs to the line. If they were not equal, then the point does not belong to the line.
Understood.
Okay, Alex, is this?
Yes, so to show by calculation that the points A and B are and D, first we take A, we replace the abscissa
And the
on
ordinate.
the line D and the
And-
ordinate with the x and
Yes.
y of A. So then we get y equals.
So look, Alex, what we do. We should say if A belongs to D, its coordinates must satisfy line D. What do we mean by its coordinates must satisfy?
It means that it needs to be the same on two sides.
If we replace the coordinates of A in line D, we should get two equal sides as you are saying. So YA, is it equal to 2XA plus 5? So these two should be equal in order to know that A belongs to line D. Now, what is the ordinate of A, Alex?
The ordinate of A is 3.
Okay. 2, what is the abscissa of A?
The abscissa of A is -1.
So 2 multiplied by -1 plus 5. Are these two sides equal? What does
No.
he mean when we say by calculation? This is by calculation. Now, the first side is a 3. I don't have anything to calculate. But on the second side, we have to calculate the answer of 2 times -1 plus 5. So 2 times -1 is -2
plus 5
plus 5. Then now -2 plus 5, what is the
equals
answer?
3, so it's 3
So
equals 3.
3, I say 3, is it equal to 3? Yes, this is true. So we got two equal
That means
sides.
that A belongs to line D.
Yes, so this means A belongs to line D. This is how we always verify or check or prove that a point belongs to a straight line. Okay, is this clear,
Yes.
Alex?
Clear,
Okay,
nice.
now we have the other point B. I want to ask Adam. Yes, Adam. Adam? Who doesn't answer will be removed, okay؟
نعم miss.
يلا برافو. آدم كان حاطط التليفون ورايح. يلا يا آدم. قبل شوي أليكس يا آدم he verified that A belongs to line D. Also, we should verify that B belongs to line D. يلا, what do we say? If B belongs to line D, we should... Yes يا آدم. مثل ما عمل أليكس هون يا آدم. If B belongs to line D, its coordinates must satisfy D. معي أنت يا آدم؟ أوكي. يلا. يعني باللاين دي هون لازم we should replace the coordinates of B. So we should say YB. Is it equal to 2XB plus 5? This is what we should do. So YB. Is it equal to 2XB plus 5? What is the ordinate of B, Adam? Adam. يا آدم. آدم حبيبي عم تسمعني؟ صار معك شيء؟ وين اختفيت؟ يلا يا عباس. What is the ordinate
Can I
of...
answer?
What is the ordinate of B?
-1.
-1. Is it equal to 2xb? What is the abscissa of B?
-3.
Okay, so are these two equal? Now on the first side we have -1. There is nothing to calculate. On the second side we have 2 multiplied by -3 plus 5. So if we multiply 2 by -3 we get,
-6.
so -1. Is it equal to -6 plus 5? Now -6 plus 5, what's the answer?
-1.
So -1, is it equal to -1? Yes,
Yes.
this is true. So we say B belongs to line D. This is how we always verify if a point belongs to a straight line. So we replace the coordinates of the point in the given straight line. If we get two equal parts, then it belongs. If we get two different parts, then it doesn't belong. This question we are repeating in many of the questions that we are solving. Now in part 2, I want Fadl. Yes, Fadl.
Yes, miss.
Read part 2, please. Read.
M is midpoint of AB, segment AB. Calculate the coordinate of M.
Of M. Okay, ya Fadl. So here we have M is the midpoint of segment AB. We should calculate the coordinates of point M. Again, Fadl, what is M?
M is midpoint of
So we should
AB.
write always M is the midpoint of segment AB. أكيد يا فضل, you know that the midpoint in a system of axes has abscissa and ordinate, right?
Yes.
What will be XM or the abscissa of M? XM equal
XM equal
XA plus
plus XB over 2.
Bravo. So this is XM. XM equal XA plus XB over 2. Now let's replace Fadl. XA is
-1
plus XB is
-3.
so we replace in this
-3.
way Fadl. -1 plus -3, we replace it between parentheses since we have two signs after each others. Now positive times negative is negative. So -1 -3 is -4. Now -4 over 2. Every fraction we get should be reduced if we can reduce. So -4 over 2 is -2. Now, Fadil, it also has an ordinate. What is ym? What is
Equal YA
ym?
plus YB over 2.
Ya plus yb over 2. Okay. So
Plus
this
YB.
is ym. This is ym, ya plus yb over 2. We replace ya by
3
plus yb is
-1 over 2.
okay. So positive times negative is negative. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Always after we calculate or after finding the coordinates of the midpoint, we should write M has coordinates -2, 1. Because we are asked about the coordinates, we should write this. So M has coordinates -2, 1. Thank you, Fadel. Let me move now to column. Yes, column.
I'm here.
Hi, how are you? Fine?
I'm good.
Now read part B column, please.
Okay. Determine the equation of line OM.
So here we should determine the equation of a straight line. Always to determine the equation of a straight line, what do we need to find for this straight line?
First, we need to find the slope of the line OM.
Yes, we should find the slope. Okay, can you column tell me what are the coordinates of O?
I assume that the O is this the center of the axis, so it's 0, 0, right?
Yes, the coordinates of O are always 0, 0. And we are given the coordinates of M. We calculated the coordinates of M minus 2, 1. So to find the slope, which rule do we use, column? The slope is equal to?
So it's equals to ym minus yo over xm minus xo.
Column, the straight line is named OM. So we start YO.
Oh, it's so it was O and then with M. Oh, okay.
Yes, so we start YO minus YM over XO minus XM. So YO is how much did you tell me?
It's 0.
And YM is?
And ym is 1.
So minus 1 over 0 minus 2. Now negative times negative
Times
is
negative is
positive.
positive.
Minus 1 over 2, so we get minus 1 over 2. This is the slope of a straight line M. After getting the slope, now we should write the equation of the line. Which point belongs to OM column?
We could choose M since M belongs to OM.
I want to tell you something very important. It's right to choose M. It's not wrong to choose M at all. But always, whenever you have a straight line passing through the origin of the axis, which is O, it's easier to choose O column, not M. So you should say
Okay.
O belongs to the straight line OM. Why
Good.
is it easier? Since the coordinates of M are 0, 0, so it's easier for my calculation. So we say O belongs to line OM, then the equation Y minus YO equals slope into X minus XO. Y minus the ordinate of O is 0 equal minus half into X minus 0. So Y equal minus half X. Can you see something here? This straight line Y equal minus half X, since it passes it through the origin, it shouldn't have a y-intercept, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So there is no y-intercept. So this straight line will be the equation of line OM. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, Column. Let me move to part 3. Mariam?
Yes, Miss.
Part 3, Mariam. He is telling me
Okay.
that C is the symmetric of O with respect to M. What do you get from this?
C is the
It is the symmetric of O with respect to M. What do we get from this sentence? Who knows what do we understand from this sentence, guys? C is the symmetric of O with respect to M. So what should we understand from this sentence? Yes, Sarah, what do you understand from this sentence?
M is the midpoint of CO.
يس يا مريم، ولو شو هالاختراع اللي عم نخترعه، ولو سيمتريك يا مريم. دايما بقول أنا لما بقول with respect to، النقطة يلي بتكون بعد ال with respect is the midpoint of the two given points. So M is the midpoint of segment CO أو OC. مش الحال يا مريم؟
Yes.
لأنه إذا هيدي ما فهمتيها from this sentence, you will not be able to solve part 1 of the question. So C is the symmetric of O with respect to M, means M is the midpoint of segment CO. Show by calculation that the coordinates of C are minus 4, 2. Okay, we know the coordinates of M, right?
Yes.
We know the coordinates of O.
Uh,
Yes, 0, 0.
yes.
0, 0, yes. We know the coordinates of C, or we should find the coordinates
We
of
should
C.
find
What should they be after finding them? They should be -4.
-4, 2.
Okay, from where should we start, Mariam? We should start, as Sarah said, M is the
Midpoint.
of.
M is the midpoint of OC.
So since C is the symmetric of O with respect to M, we should write M is the midpoint of segment OC. يلا يا مريم، يعني الM عندها abscissa ordinate صح؟
Yes.
شو الabscissa للM؟ XM equal
XM equal X O plus X C over 2.
اوكي بهالايكويشن اللي عندك اياها يا مريم مين بتعرفي الاكس ام؟
Yes.
we replace it. بتعرفي الاكس او؟
Yes.
we replace it. بتعرفي الاكس سي؟
No.
we leave it. Okay, so this is what we do. XM we write it -2, XO we write it 0 plus XC we leave it over 2. Now we have an equation. How should we solve this equation يا مريم؟
Crisscross.
برافو
I
مش
would
كريس
put
كروس
-2
كروس
over 1.
مالتيبليكيشن ما تقولي كريس كروس
Yeah.
مالتيبليكيشن -2 over 1
Over
so we cross multiply so we get xc is equal to -4
-4.
okay okay يلا
Yes.
والym what does ym equal to
Equal Y O plus YC over 2.
So we write ym is equal yo plus yc over 2. Now we replace ym, we replace it by 1.
1
Yc is, sorry, yo is 0. Yc, we leave it over 2. Also, we write 1 over 1. We do the
cross multiply.
multiplication and we get yc is equal to 2. So C has coordinates -4, 2 as given in the question.
Yes.
Okay? So these are the coordinates of C. Thank you, Mariam. Now, let me go back to the question. Pause the question. Now we should, in part B, calculate the length OC and AB. Yes, ya Mahdi. How can we calculate the length OC, Mahdi? OC, we should calculate the length of OC.
OC equal to big radical parenthesis XO minus XC all of its squared plus YO minus YC all of its squared.
Bravo, ya Mahdi. This is how we calculate the length OC. Now, after replacing, of course, XO is 0, XC as we calculated it is -4, YO is 0 and YC is 2, so we write -2. We calculate and we get OC is equal to radical 20. Do we stop here, Mahdi, or what we do now?
And we don't stop here.
What should we do?
We prime factorize 20.
Yes, we should simplify 20. So we do the prime factorization. It is 2 squared times 5. Now 2 squared goes outside as 2. So OC is equal to 2 radical 5, right?
Yes.
Now we should calculate AB, Hadi. Yes, Hadi?
Yeah, miss.
AB is equal to?
Variable B in parentheses x lal A minus x lal A B all of it squared plus y lal A minus y lal B all of it squared.
Bravo. Now if we replace, we get this. Now, how do we calculate? We always multiply. Negative times negative is positive. Negative times negative is positive. Then we get rid. -1 plus 3 is 2. 3 plus 1 is 4.
4.
So 2 squared is 4 and
4
4
plus
squared
16
is
is 20.
16. So we get radical 20. We
We do
also
prime
have the
factorization.
prime factorize of, we do it one time because we have done radical 20. So we take it and it is 2 radical 5. So OC is equal to 2 radical 5 and AB is equal to 2 radical 5. Now the final question is, What is the nature of a quadrilateral? As I still remember, what is the nature of quadrilateral? Let me see. The nature of quadrilateral. A, O, B, C, justify your answer. This is A, O, B, C. This is the quadrilateral. Let me make it for you. So when we are asked to calculate, to know the nature of a quadrilateral, this is the quadrilateral A, O, B, A, O, B, C. This is the quadrilateral that we have. We should know the nature of this quadrilateral. What did we do before? We have seen that M is the midpoint of AB. So AB, which is a diagonal, M is the midpoint. Also, we have seen that M is the midpoint of OC. So what do we say about the diagonals if they have the same midpoint?
They intersect each other.
They bisect, you mean? The diagonals bisect each other. When the diagonals bisect each other, then this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Yes, then it is a parallelogram. But we have also calculated the length of AB is 2 radical 5. The length of AC is 2 radical 5. When the parallelogram has two equal diagonals, then it becomes, which quadrilateral has two? No, not a square. It becomes first a rectangle, right?
Rectangle then a
So it
square.
becomes a rectangle. ما بتصير سكوير يا مهدي. ليه؟ لأنه ما قال لي إنه عنده two equal sides أو the diagonals are perpendicular. لو قايل لي the diagonals are perpendicular أو عنده two consecutive equal sides كان صار سكوير، صح؟
Yes.
So it is a parallelogram and it becomes a rectangle since the diagonals are equal. So this is what we say. We say that AOBC is a rectangle since the diagonals bisect each others and they are equal to each others. Okay? Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go to question 3 in the worksheet, the same worksheet that you have. Before I stop now, I want you, please, guys, for tomorrow to solve, let me see the question we should solve. For tomorrow, we should solve question number 2 and 3. So we have as a homework for tomorrow. شايفين لا مش شايفينها انتوا للورك شيت. خليني اعمل شير للورك شيت. So we have, this is the worksheet. شايفينها هلا للورك sheet. Do you see the worksheet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
For tomorrow, please, as a homework for tomorrow, please solve exercise number 2 and exercise number 3 for tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Exercise number 2 also is an orthonormal system question or a system of coordinate question. Exercise number 3, you have four things to calculate. Now, until our time is over, we will start solving with exercise number 3. We will start with the first one in exercise number 3. Solving it now, we have 3 to the power 14 minus 3 to the power 12. Who can tell me how should we calculate this one? Yes? What should we do? Can we get the answer of 3 to the power 14? Can we get the answer? Is it easy to get the answer of 3 to the power 14, guys? وينكم اختفيتوا؟ ما حدا عم بيجاوب، عم بسألكم. Is it easy to get the answer of 3 to the power 14, guys?
No.
No, it's not easy. So what should we do, Mahdi?
We take 3 as common.
Okay, here to take as common, Mahdi, we have 3 to the power 14 and 3 to the power 12. Whenever we need to take a common, as if we are factorizing here. When we factorize, as you still remember, when taking a common with exponents, we take the base with the least exponent, with the less exponent. This will be my common. So between 3 to the power 14 and 3 to the power 12, we have common base 3 and the least exponent between 14 and 12. Which is the least exponent?
12.
12. So as common factor, we take 3 to the power 12 and we open parentheses because we are factorizing. 3 to the power 14 over 3 to the power 12 is a 3 squared minus 3 to the power 12 over 3 to the power 12 is 1. Now we calculate 3 squared is 9. So 3 into 12, 3 to the power 12 into 9 minus 1. 3 to the power 12, we leave it as it is, and 9 minus 1 is 8. This is how we do it. Here we do not continue since we cannot calculate 3 to the power 12 times 8, so we stop here. But the idea of this is whenever we take a common between two numbers that have exponents, we take the same base with the least exponent, 3 to the power 12. Now we have radical 2 to the power 99 plus 2 to the power 99. Whenever we have also addition of two numbers having exponents, also we should take common. Here, since I have two bases having the same exponents, so we take the base with the same exponent as a common, because in the first number we have 2 to the power 99, in the second number we have also 2 to the power 99. So here my common should be 2 to the power 99. 2 to the power 99 over 2 to the power 99, I get 1. 2 to the power 99 over 2 to the power 99, also I get 1. Now 1 plus 1, I get 2. What do we mean when we say 2 to the power 99 into 2? It means times 2. Now we have multiplication, same base, different exponents. So we keep the base and we add the exponents. Now 2 to the power 100, if I want to simplify it, I want to make it as a power 2 inside. So we write it like this. 2 to the power 100, we write radical. بس شوي. So 100 هي 50 times 2. So we write it radical 2 to the power 50, all of it squared, because 100 is 50 multiplied by 2, so we make it a power of power. This squared cancels the radical, so my answer will be 2 to the power 50. This is my answer, 2 to the power 50. This is how we solve these two, okay? Please, guys, revise these and solve the homework for tomorrow. I see you all tomorrow since our time is over now. Thank you all for joining.